Or how did you realize your purpose to know that you can't run my race? I can't. How did you realize what brought that to the forefront of your mind or heart?
Yeah. So music has always been, and this whole journey has been something that I've had to like reflect back on. So, music has been that thing that started when I was very small, very young, and like way back, probably before I started elementary school.
Really?
I was already playing the piano.
Girl, quit it. You play and sing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was already playing the piano before I could reach the pedals. Wow. And at some point, it was before fourth grade, my mom would take my family to see Handel's Messiah down at Zion Baptist Church every year. Excuse me. And that's when I saw the musicians playing the violins and the accompaniment. And so I was like, ooh, I want to be up there one day. Wow. And so that became an inspiration for me. And so at that time, my sisters and I, we were involved in dance and ballet and all that stuff over at Diane Moore Dance Academy. And I told my mom, no, I want to play the violin. Wow. And so in fourth grade over at Hartstern Elementary here in Louisville, I started in the orchestra where we had Bennett Higgins, and he's a late great in jazz. I believe saxophone was his instrument, and he saw that I had perfect pitch. So he orchestrated.
What's that mean, girl? What's a perfect pitch? As you sound on. I don't have music anyway. What's that mean?
Yeah, so perfect pitch is where you can play a note and I will know what note that is.
Girl, quit it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was.
I never heard of such.
And so when I was playing the piano, I was already making up melodies.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't just banging on the piano. I was already creating melodies. And so that's how awesome that is. And so he saw that I had perfect pitch and orchestrated for me to start taking lessons from Virginia Snyder. And she's one of the greats. She's passed away since. However, she was one of the first violin violists with the Louisville Orchestra. And so, you know, she was able to teach me. She literally took me under her wing. And so I am forever grateful for her for seeing something in me, some kind of potential. Yes. Because that is what kind of took me sprouting off in the music direction. Wow. And then when I was in seventh grade, that's when my life took this drastic turn. I was attacked. I was 13 years old. And, you know, from that moment on,
physically attacked.
I was attacked. You know, someone tried to rape me.
Girl, quit it. Jesus, have mercy. My God, my God.
Yeah. But even still looking back, that same year, I think, because it happened in January, beginning of the year. And just a couple of months later, that's when I won this songwriting competition with the Junior Beta Club, because we had our convention. And it wasn't in probably over the last couple of months is when I came across the song that I wrote. And I have to go back and check my notes just to see, but it struck me when I realized that same year that was devastating. It kind of foretold what I would be doing.
Wow.
Making music.
Look at
and God. It's like at my lowest point, I was still a winner.
Who?
You know?
Take that to the bank and cash it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, girl, you making me think of Jeremiah 29 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
The purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want people to realize.
Mm-hmm.
That he has a purpose, girl.
Mm-hmm.
That you know how people be like goosebumps, chill bumps? That's
Mm-hmm.
powerful. Because that incident could have taken you out.
Mm-hmm. And it almost did.
But it took you up.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo!
Right.
Like Joseph, they thought they was taking him down, but that just.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah.
That leads me to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Since that happened when you were young, what would you tell your 13-year-old self, or what would you tell a 13-year-old female in general? Because there's some show enough interesting stuff happening out here with these 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Girl, it hurts my heart what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
How would you encourage your 13-year-old self or a young person in this atmosphere to hold on? How would you encourage them?
Yeah, I would tell that little girl, that little boy to still hold on to life. Even though, you know, I went through a lot of confusion, not having answers, not having justice, not understanding anything, and then yet still growing up a believer, still growing up in church, and having to have, you know, a faith life. It's important to hold on.
All right.
And know that God still loves you. And that there is a plan for you. There is purpose for you. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when you feel like you can't trust anybody.
Wow.
You know, I think that, you know, when we get these horrible things that happen, it's like your purpose is even greater. And you just have to fall in line with it and embrace it. It's something that you just have to do. Otherwise, it's going to be easy for you to be bitter and stay bitter and just drift through life. And then, you know, and it's like at the same time you're dealing with depression. You know, not knowing who you are, why you're still here, and, you know, just going through all these changes. And so once you realize that you still have a purpose, you know, a reason for still being here, then you go from just existing to, you know, trying to thrive. And it just has more meaning for your life.
So you have to believe that you have a purpose and hold on.
Absolutely.
That's a blessing. Thank you, sis. When you think of someone that's influenced you, quote a hero, a shero, or whoever, it could be fiction or nonfiction, living or deceased. Who would be your hero, one of your heroes, and what makes that person your hero?